Hello and welcome to Channels Book Club. I am Olakunle Kasumu. The Channels Book Club National Book Review Essay Competition finally came to an end. 10 finalists from different states in Nigeria were hosted by Channels Television as they competed to earn the best 3 slots. Here's the story of the competition and the final event. Enjoy it.
It all started when A Pelican of the Wilderness by Jacqueline Agwe was announced as the book to be read for the Channel's Book Club Prize for Literature 2019. The task was clear. Senior secondary school students were to get the announced book, read it, write an essay to review it, and submit it to Channels Television. In partnership with ButcherCon, Channels announced this year's prize to be a fully sponsored trip to the 2019 ButcherCon convention taking place in Dallas, Texas, the United States of America, in October 2019. The idea of this trip and those of others in the past is to offer winners a unique traveling experience laced with education, learning, and fun. Egosa Imasunwe, author of Fine Boys and co-founder of Narrative Landscapes, Azafi Omoluabi Ogosi, co-founder of Parisia Books, and Enajite Efemuaye, managing director of Farafina Publishing, were the designated judges. After the tough first round, a short list of 10 finalists was made up. From schools in Ondo, Edo, Oyo, Borno, Benue, Ogun, and Lagos states, 10 students who had made their parents, schools, and states proud were invited and hosted by Channels Television to slog it out in a final round.
So welcome to Channels Television. For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. We are spread all over the country, but this is the headquarters. So have fun. Everybody's a winner here. Both parents and the children are all winners. So have fun and have a good day today. Thank you. All right.
Today is a very special day in the lives of our talents, our young ones, and of course, you, the parents. Because today is going to be a platform for the realization of the dreams you already have for your children, and of course, for the young ones to realize their dreams. You've come a long way to become finalists, so you all are winners. Now, Channels Television, which is an all-news TV station, is concerned about young people. It's concerned about talent. It's concerned about the country. It's concerned about intellectual development, creativity. And that's why a program such as Channels Book Club was established, to make sure that those who are talented are not left behind, and then to make sure that we create a future and we have a future for you.
The students shared their experiences and thoughts.
Greatest challenge was acquiring the book because I didn't get the book until 3 days to the deadline. Okay, well, I got to know about the competition like just 1 week before the deadline, and to get the book, because I live in Osun State and the book wasn't circulating in Osun, so to get the book I had to read the book in 3 days, so it was like a video. So then to get to the book, to analyze it and to write it again, it was a very tasking experience, but I actually learned a lot. I feel very opportune because of the number of people that applied for it, and then being one of the 10 finalists, I feel happy and knowing that I have that creative spirit in me.
I'm happy and I'm grateful because it's an opportunity to learn. It's not just about winning or anything, but actually the experience and the opportunity given. So.
My advice to everyone around the world who read this is don't feel bad because everybody's a winner, and continue striving to do whatever you want to do because you can get there.
The book is very nice. It was an interesting story. I liked the message it was passing across, and I enjoyed reading it.
The final round event included writing, and interview sessions with the judges.
So what is your own favorite book?
Second Class Citizen.
Tell us one.
I love the way Bichie Mecheta brings into light gender equality because, as you can see, it's a generational revolving topic. Everyone is saying gender equality. And that's why they're bringing up feminists to fight for girl child. As you can see, the girls are not really given the right to do what they're meant to do. Okay, so I love the fact that she's put that as her main point, as her main theme, and also discrimination. Because when foreigners come into our lands, we take them, we welcome them, we're like, oh, foreigners. We bring them as brothers. But when we go there, you see, they discriminate. There's really very low opportunity for colored people, like we Africans, you understand? And also, she brings wife battering. Francis, her husband, was beating her. Like, is this supposed to be? Like, and also, she brings into the fact that most African women are the breadwinners of their family. This is the same thing with Ada. She's the breadwinner of her family, and yet her husband is still beating her. You see, it is confusing, but at the end, you see her go. She's trying to bring out human rights. She's trying to bring out the fact that women are supposed to be taken as human beings. Because even at her birth, Ada's birth was not recorded because she was female.
The first book I ever read, properly, first African book I read was Things Fall Apart. I read it at 5. I don't understand it, obviously, but I read it lots of times now. Every time I read that book, it just opens my mind more to my culture as an Igbo person, because I'm already in tune with my culture because of the kind of generation I'm in. So it just opened my mind to the Nigerian culture. And that made me read more books like Ifuru, and then this book by Cyprian Ekwensi. I think it's The Concubine. Jagona. The Concubine. I tried reading Jagona. It's not even the
Pigeon didn't work.
Not even the pigeon. The pigeon was weird, but then I don't know. I couldn't relate to the character of the 50-year-old prostitute. So I guess.
Okay, who's a prostitute?
She was a prostitute. Jagona was a prostitute.
Have you read Black Sister Street?
No, but I have read Night Dancer.
The special guest was Mr. Russell Brooks, Public Affairs Officer of the United States Consulate General, Lagos. His speech on the values of reading and writing inspired students.
Let me thank you for inviting me here to speak to these outstanding young people who are here to compete in the Channels TV National Book Review Essay Competition. Regardless of the final outcome, each and every one of you are winners. The finalists from Borno, Benue, Edo, Rivers, Osun, Oyo, and Lagos states have all made their families and the citizens of those states justifiably proud. I don't have to convince the 10 finalists of this book review competition of the importance of reading. You would not be here if you had not already developed an outstanding understanding of the importance of reading and writing. I suspect that you probably love reading, and perhaps you are equally passionate about writing. If so, great. I encourage you to continue reading and writing because you will find that both of those skills represent keys to the future that awaits you. Whether you decide to become a doctor, lawyer, novelist, or diplomat. I speak from experience. You see, I was once your age, many, many, many years ago. And I recall that one of the signature events in my young life occurred when I discovered the public library. I found the library to be a wonderful place that was full of books, books of all types, fiction and nonfiction, literature and history. It was a place where I could find books that told the story of the American Revolution, or the biographies of my favorite athletes, books that contained the classic poems of Langston Hughes, or collections of the soaring oratory of Martin Luther King Jr.
And he joined in celebrating the finalists as certificates and gifts were given to them. The students were also delighted to meet Jacqueline Agua, the author of the book they read for the competition.
I want to say that I'm really honored that my book was chosen because I know so many other excellent books were looked at the time they were trying to choose the book for the competition, and eventually I was so excited. I was just as excited as all of you when you were called. Maybe I was called, your moms or dads were called, I was called, and I was really excited, and I was making a lot of noise around the office because I was really, really excited. And everybody, and I mean the 1 month that the book was all over the TV, I was a local superstar.
Parents and teachers were not left out as a short session was spent exploring the benefits of developing a reading culture.
We have found that, as Mr. Brooks pointed out, parents can play a critical role in what their children become, knowingly or unknowingly. In our own environment here, most of the time, parents encourage their children to read towards an objective. It's either for exams or for competitions or because there is something to be had. So those children grow up with the belief that there must be some immediate reward for reading. Engage them in one-on-one conversations, they really don't know anything. Because beyond the exam, beyond the competition, beyond whatever the immediate objective is, they don't go further to educate themselves. They don't read outside. I mean, for example, for this contest, it's a Pelican of the Wilderness. But if you have not been reading, if you have not gotten used to reading, this will be a very difficult task for you.
Finally, the time arrived to announce the winner. The students, parents, guardians, and teachers were tense, but 3 names had to be announced.
Now, we had 10 wonderful candidates this year. I mean, we have 3 of the winners from last year, well done. And so this year we had 10 fantastic winners. It's been difficult having a top 3. In fact, when we were upstairs, I said if there was a way of, having all 10, taking all 10 students, that would be groundbreaking because you all wrote beautiful essays. You all did well in the interviews, and we've been very impressed thus far. But the thing is, with all that has happened, we have to take 3. So while we have 10 wonderful winners, there will be 3 winners who will stand out from the 10. And I've been given the honor of announcing. So the second runner-up today for this competition, 2019, who was really surprising. Let me just add this. This was a surprising person. Okay, Dusi, Precious Okay, this is well done. Well done. You really impressed us. Well done. Third place, second runner up. And here, thank you. So thank you and all the best. Okay.
Second place winner.
Or first runner-up.
First runner-up. And okay, let's put it like this. In the competition so far, from the essays, from the essay to the interview to the, there were 2 winners who kept head to head. I mean, you know, they just stood out from the beginning. So this person, this name I'm about to mention, let's say aced it from the beginning to the end.
Adora Nadi. Thank you. Thank you.
When I say there were 2, so first place was first place throughout. First place from the word go. She was uncontested in all the categories. Uzonna, the Thila Okoyenta. Well done.
So, 16-year-old Uzonna Okunyeta, a student of Leeds City International School, Ibadan, came first. 15-year-old Adora Nadi, a student of Corona Secondary School, Agbara, Ogun State, came second. And 13-year-old Adetutu Okedusi of St. Louis Grammar School, Akure, clinched the 3rd position.
So congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to everybody else.
So the 3 winners will be off to Dallas later this year. Worthy champions they are. All girls, though. We wondered what was up with the boys. Well, maybe next year.
It feels so surreal. I never expected it. I'm just so happy to be here and honored to have won. The fun really competitive. There were 10 of us here, and I feel like everyone deserves to win. So to come out on top, well, it says a lot about the competition.
I think it was quite competitive. Like, I've read quite a number of book reviews before I wrote that one, so I was able to piece together my essay from the one and from the inspiration I got from other ones. I want to thank all the African writers I read as a child, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I want to thank God. I want to thank my parents. I want to thank Ehusa Imashim, who's one of my favorite writers, and he was a judge on this competition.
I'm really excited. It was unexpected. I didn't believe that I could be part of the best 3 that will be chosen, but I won. I'm really happy. Really grateful to God that I'm part of the best 3. Essays I usually write
mostly in exams or stuff like that, like narrative essays, descriptive essays. But a book review essay, I've never written a book review essay before. This national essay book was the first one that I had ever written, and I wrote it and I qualified. Today I was very, very nervous because seeing the contestants face to face kind of gave me a setback. But I was like, yeah, just like any one of them, you can do it. So I just pushed myself. And I did it.
It's fine. I really have no answer. It's good. It's what it is. The competitions, every little bit works, every little bit helps. So more people, the more people who do it, the essay competition, you never know the seeds is planting. The ideas is given to somebody who felt that, because it's about affirmation really. It's not about the trip overseas. It's about affirmation that yes, what you are doing is important and works. And that just being told that each of these 10 people, you never know, in 20 years' time, they'll say, when did you decide to become a writer, to take it seriously? It was because I was shortlisted for this prize. So that's what these things do. They affirm a truth that you already know. Because you have to understand that writing works by a kind of hubris. That ability to say, I have something important to say. But deep down, there's a seed of doubt asking, who are you? Why should people care? And prizes like this tell you that yes, we know you have something to say and we would like to hear it. And that's the best thing you can do to a budding writer.
Good finalists. The essays for this year were all above average. So it was actually a little difficult, getting the top 3 from the final 10. So we had really good quality essays this year. Channels Book Club essay competitions are applaudable. It's been going on for a few years. I think the fact that they've sustained it till now and hopefully will continue to do so is something we should applaud them for. They keep raising the bar. I was a judge last year and I can say that this year's competition was better than last year. So it means that more people are paying attention and more people are taking it seriously, and that's a good thing.
As one of the judges, the fight it was difficult. I was a judge last year as well, and this year was way more difficult because the quality of writing from these children was really, really good. So when you look at the scores at the end of the day, and then the margins are like 0.5 and things like that. So yeah, the quality of work was really good. Because first of all, we don't have a lot of book critics in Nigeria. We don't have a lot of book reviewers as well in Nigeria. And it's good at this point to have children at this age start interrogating books. So they're not just reading for enjoyment, they're not just reading for exams, but they're reading for the ideas behind the books. And they're doing it. It's a competition, yes, but with the quality of entrance that we saw, a lot of them are doing it from a place of it tells us that these kids are thinking for themselves, because that's really what we are looking for. People can think for themselves. People can read these books and decide on their own, this is what I think about it, not because I'm reading for an exam and these are the questions I'm going to answer. So what the competition is doing for kids is that it's giving them an opportunity really to share their own ideas of things, of how they see the world.
Once again, congratulations to the winners and well done to all those who participated in the competition. If you missed this edition, make sure to look out for the 2020 episode. Now, this is where we have to end the show today. As always, we'll be delighted to get your feedback through any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Olakunle Kasumo. Remember, one great book can change your life. Bye-bye.